So I just got to a little over 100 matches in Street Fighter 6. I've been playing the game off and on over the last week, and I'd like to share my game plan that I've come up with you all. So I like to keep it simple. I've been trying to keep my game plan as simple as possible. Just your basic stuff that you can see in the combo trials, like crouching light kick into crouching light punch and cancel that into light tatsu, and then get the medium punch shorty you can follow up after that. Point blank, the Ken's medium punch target combo, which is kind of the heart of his whole offense, into the enhanced special moves off the run cancel, and of course the classic crouch medium kick into fireball. Keeping things simple on offense has definitely helped me enjoy my time playing the game so far. I haven't really run into anything that has gotten me into a bad headspace. Of course, there's been a couple of frustrating games here and there, but really the only thing I've had to deal with that's been frustrating, grapplers, of course, trying to figure out their weaknesses with like Manon and Zangief. And then really just the other big thing has been my execution, dropping supers, dropping combos when I go into the target combo follow-up stuff and dropping the super on the end of that. It's always frustrating, but nothing too crazy. So some things I'm trying to work into my offense as I get more comfortable with the game, mainly anti-airs. I've lost games because I'm not anti-airing people, so anti-airs are a big one. Figuring out the best way to use drive reversal. I don't see a lot of people use it, but it seems pretty good, like similar to V reversal in Street Fighter 5. Frame traps off of the heavy Dragon Lash kick. I've seen people do some really cool stuff off of that, and it's kind of an extra layer of that mind game that comes up. And with Ken specifically in the corner, the Jinrai kick loops that you can get to squeak out a little bit more damage in the corner is something that I definitely want to kind of work into my game as we go. Another big one that I had a lot of problems with in the combo trials, and something I'm not even really trying in actual matches, is getting the run cancel Shoryuken off of a punish counter stand heavy kick, where they do the big thing where they like loop and fly in the air. That's something the timing on that I can't seem to get down, but it's not something I've been able to work around it, but that's definitely something I want to add into my game a little bit more. Ken has a ton of cool setups that you can do off of his different, like the Jinrai kicks or the Dragon Lash, using the run cancel to set up stuff. But that's stuff that definitely I can put more time into in training mode and learn that. But it's not necessary for me to just kind of play the game at a basic level, at least, have fun, win some games. Right now, I'm at about 50-50. I'll pull it up on screen here so we can see for sure. But it's 100 games, 100 plus games at this point. They've gone by really fast, and I've really enjoyed it. So if you're just starting out in Street Fighter or any other game, fighting game for that matter, and really aren't sure what to learn first, I was shown this list in a video that Andy LO2 did recently, that Sonic Fox tweeted out in 2020 about what they use to learn fighting games, especially new games. And I have it up on screen here, and kind of the list that I want to get to is this third part of this Twitter thread, where it says, my order of importance ladder in terms of necessity to understand always goes general gameplay mechanics, character archetype, neutral, punishment, and combos. Andrew on Andy LO2 over on that channel, he goes through kind of each one of these a lot better and a lot more in depth, so I don't really want to just rehash what he's already said. But one thing that kind of my advice in relation to this, definitely work on the first two, just get at least a good understanding of the overall general gameplay mechanics and your character's archetype. But the one that you really need to focus on and spend the most time on is neutral. And Sonic Fox even says later down in the Twitter thread that the most important thing to understand is how to even hit your opponent and understand why they would get hit, and when the time comes to make that hit count, which would lead into combos. So, and even this is a great point. Fighting game fundamentals is its own entire encyclopedia of stuff to know, so you have to understand all of it. Neutral is the key. Understanding how to play neutral is the key to unlocking every fighting game in existence. Once you understand the basics of neutral and how it works and the back and forth and the flow of it, you can pick up any other fighting game on the planet and at least have a decent starting point. And you can know where to go from the basics of finding a poke, finding a couple of decent moves that you can use as pokes, figure out a basic combo, and then just build on top of that from there. But like I said, learning to play neutral is the key to understanding not only Street Fighter, but fighting games as a whole. And combos are cool. Don't get me wrong. The combo that I do in Street Fighter 6 now is A, not optimal, and B, is not the easiest combo, but it looks cool. And I like it looks cool, and it gives me options to finish it into supers and stuff like that. And I've got the muscle memory from playing in the beta to do it on a pretty consistent level. But if you understand neutral and how to play neutral, you will get infinitely more mileage out of just basic fundamentals. And that's something that I'm working on, especially with anti-airs and incorporating anti-air moves into my game plan a lot more. You're going to have a lot better time playing the game and learning the game if you understand how to play neutral as a whole and in that game specifically. So the best advice that I can give you, especially when you're starting out, is just keep your game plan simple. Stick to the fundamentals like pokes, whiff punishes, and anti-airs, especially to start with. And once you get that stuff down, then you can worry about the 75% damage combo that you spent an hour and a half in training mode doing. That looks super cool. It makes your time way more enjoyable if you slow down, break it down into as small a piece as possible, and just stack layers upon layers once you understand a certain concept. All in all, with that philosophical part out of the way, all in all, Street Fighter 6 is a fantastic game. I'm having an absolute blast playing it. I'm going to let the match footage here finish out. So before I go, I want to thank everyone who's been watching these videos. We're at over 100 views between all of the Street Fighter content I've put out. So a huge thank you goes out to everyone that's watched this. We're almost at 60 subscribers on the channel as well. So if you're new to the channel and like what you're seeing, then please consider subscribing and help me get closer to that goal. But that's going to do it for me. Again, my name is Logan. Remember to keep having fun, keep it simple, and I'll catch you next time.
Round 2. Fight! Ken wins!